Hi there, this is for AEDT 4140 year. This is Identifying Learning Theory, and it's presented by Brendan Oldman. So we'll start with identifying learning theory in general. Learner goes through a process called learning, and they come out with a certain amount of knowledge, or able to do something better than they did before. This is just the general basis of what is a learning theory, what is learning. One that stands out to me and always has is Constructivism. Constructivism is a theory to explain how knowledge is constructed within the human being when information comes into contact with existing knowledge that had been developed by experiences. So, built on the work of Jean Piaget and Jerome Bruner, Constructivism emphasizes the importance of the active involvement of learners in constructing knowledge for themselves, and building new ideas or concepts based upon knowledge and past experience. To design effective teaching environments, it believes one needs a good understanding of what children already know when they come into the classroom. Now, this is something that's very important to me because before completely identifying with a learning theory, further information into Constructivism leads to more research by Jean Piaget, and it identified stages of development within a child. I think this is important because understanding these development stages in your target learner, it can really help in the instructional design process phase. So looking at these stages, we have sensor motor, which relates to the experiences that are linked to physical action, the pre-operational, which starts to represent ideas and concepts, concrete operational, which begins to use logic but limited to solving problems, and formal operational, which we all stand as adults, where we're able to reason logically and come to conclusions. Now these are obviously in stages as growth from birth right up to the age of 12, and then you basically enter a sense of formal operation where you're categorized, furthermore from being a teenager into, I guess, that adult learning theory, and you're categorized with being able to do what's been presented to you up until that point. So with the backwards model design, it is my preferred model at a glance, and I really enjoy the layout and structure, but I'm not too sure how Constructivism ties in, as there does not seem to be steps for desired results as well as determined acceptable evidence. So how can I relate this to a design model? Well, Constructivism emphasizes the importance of the active involvement of learners in constructing knowledge for themselves and building new ideas or concepts based upon current knowledge and past experiences. This is basically able to lead me right into the backwards design, as I feel like this stems on the working of the current knowledge and past experiences while identifying desired results is exactly where the backwards model does stem from. So the backwards design model at a glance, it's broken down into several stages, but the three stages outlined are basically the desired results, step one, the acceptable evidence, determining what is going to be proper, what is going to be sought to be correct, and then planning learning experience and instruction. So where do they hope to go with this, and how do they hope to be able to apply it? So the framework should provide a set of itineraries deliberately designed to meet cultural goals rather than a purposeless tour of all major sites in a foreign country. This is just an analogy by the authors of this theory, but in short, the best designs derive backwards from the learner sought. So everything starts with the learner. So with a Constructivism learning theory and a backwards design, how will you know what the students learned, what you wanted them to? Well, I'm not quite sure this is going to be possible with this learning theory and this design approach. So I'm wondering if maybe the Dick and Carey would be more suited for Constructivism learning, as it openly defines gaps, analyzes tasks, analyzes abilities, and develops the assessment based on the materials following with the evaluation. So basically at this point, I am still undecided which design model I like most, as there are such big and subtle differences between the two. Thanks a lot for sticking around for these past 4 minutes, and I'll see you back in the Adobe Connect. These are some references. Thanks, guys.